Hey, so if you followed me on Instagram, you would have known that I took this wig, which is the Kiara wig by Sensationnel, and I cut it into a tapered fro. So I'm gonna put the wig onto my head, and I'm gonna use a few hair scrunchies. You're gonna need about 3 or 4. So the first division that I'm gonna make goes from one ear straight across to my other ear, and you're gonna see that I take the ruffle and I separate the back portion of my hair before I go on to the second and third sections. So this back section is my first section, and this is going to be the shortest part of my tapered haircut. So the second division or section of hair is going to go from the tail of one eyebrow right across to the tail of the other eyebrow. So I went ahead and I secured each of the sections with a hair ruffle. So I'm taking the back section, which is the first section of hair, and remember this is going to be the shortest section of my taper cut. And I'm just going in, taking my scissors and cutting. Please be careful when you're cutting, especially if you're new to it, because once you cut, you can't get the hair back. I always say it's best to cut and leave too much hair than to cut too much off and then you can't get it back on. What you'll see later on is that I take my mannequin head and I place the wig onto that, and I just trim and neaten up the hair on my mannequin head. Another tip is to have a mirror in the back when you're cutting the back section of the hair. That may help as well.
Is that all you got?
Let's begin.
Okay, so once I'm satisfied with the back section of the hair, I'm going to move on to the second section of hair, and you'll see that I'm cutting this and leaving more length onto it. Remember, it's a taper cut, so the back section or the first section is the shortest, and this is going to be the second longest section of hair.
What up?
Oh, for sure.
So remember I told you about taking my mannequin head and placing my wig onto it to clean up and neaten up this hairstyle. So this is what I'm doing here. And this is what the first and second section of hair looks like once it's been cut. Alright, so the hardest parts are done. So this top section here, you can see just pop the rubber band. I didn't even bother to take it off. I am fluffing out my hair, and then we're going to take the scissors and I'm just going to trim the sides and some of the top to make it look how I want it. So as usual, I'm taking a comb and I'm just taking out some of the hair from the front and sides of my head, and this is going to blend with the wig and make it look even more natural.
This is not a drill.
I'm taking my trusty Eco Styler gel and I'm going to place this onto my leave out to make it lay nice and flat. Forgive me, I love sideburns. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking out some hair from both sides of my head, but right by the ear, and I'm faking thicker sideburns. So following up with some edge control. And yes, I'm grinning here because I realized, yeah, the hairstyle is looking too bad. I know, right? Anyway, so as I said, I'm going in with the edge control and I'm going to use that to secure the sideburn onto my head. And all done.
Oh, for sure. Again.
I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up. It would mean so much to me. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye bye.